Evening. Hello. Welcome. How's it going, chat? Happy Friday. Happy end of the week. You lot have gone in a completely different direction to what I was planning, I'll be honest with you. I should have known this was going to be the case. I should have known this was going to happen because I put a title up and it used to be the case like a year ago. I'd put a title up. There'd be no one in chat until literally we go live, and that was fine. And nowadays I put a title up and chat is like half full before I even go live, and I should have anticipated this, but I didn't. So I kind of like the whole point of Friday night and 40k After Dark is that it's a bit silly. We have a joke and a laugh and we take the piss a bit. And what makes a terrible 40k opponent was going to be some comedy thing where we all made each other laugh about what makes 40k opponents terrible opponents. Because typically I don't come across that many terrible opponents, really. And we talk a lot on the channel about how I'm lucky I get to play Joe and I get to play Brom and I get to play Eddie and I get to play Paddy and blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, actually, we are quite lucky. So some people might have had some terrible experiences. And I think we can all kind of already know what the typically terrible experiences are, right? We all know about the player that cheated or the player that was a sore loser or the player that didn't, like, we all know those things already. Like, that stuff already exists, right? That's something that I think everyone's aware of. A guy who's really shady with his like, that stuff is all the typical terrible 40k player, right? I mean, we can talk about it. We can talk about it. But we all know those people. The tryhards, the butthurts, the people that make rules up, the people that get super salty, the people that just make your experience a bit of shit. I want to talk about the terrible 40k players that we don't hear about. The experiences that you have. If this is the case, maybe this isn't even the case. Maybe we just end up talking about other random shit for a Friday night, because that is what we do here, by the way. If you're new to the channel tonight, first things first, hit all the magical YouTube buttons for us. Really helps us out. Genuinely helps us out. Helps the video out. Helps the algorithm out. Right? So do all those things. But also, 40k After Dark, we have a topic. We typically don't stick to it. We typically won't stick to it. We'll talk about all kinds of things, and we'll talk about life, and we'll laugh at ourselves, and we'll laugh at each other. We'll tell jokes. I'll drink some mead. And that's how Fridays go, right? So maybe we don't talk about this. Maybe you're all going to be like, I've not had a kind of experience where I walked away from the table and went, did that just happen? Did that actually happen right then? That's the things I want to hear about. If you've got those kinds of experiences, okay? The what the fuck just happened experiences, the ones where you can tell a story over a beer and everyone laughs. Okay? That's what I'm after. Other than that, thank you so much for being here tonight, you beautiful people. We have a normal members total for tonight because you guys have smashed it the last few days, and I'm very appreciative. Lucy's about to sit down and join me, I think. And then, obviously, you can send in your rhetoric on big, colourful postcards if you so please as well. I'm off to Beachhead Brawl tomorrow. I'll let you know if I meet any knobs there. You'll meet plenty of knobs there, Master Will. Doesn't mean they'll be terrible opponents. Joe's going. You're definitely going to meet one knob. Big Bad Peter Gaming, thank you for the gifted membership already off the bat. You legend. Every fucking stream. My opponent at the last Great Hall Gathering was terrible. Took tactical advice from Brom. Insulting. Exactly, Stick Monkey. That's the kind of shit I'm after. I don't want the... Well, I mean, we can talk, like, absolutely, we can talk about the whole, my opponent cheated. We could talk about the whole, my opponent called a TO over every 5 seconds. We could talk about that kind of stuff. I'm happy to have those conversations because I think it's also an interesting thing for the general community to talk about where they go, okay, that's not considered necessarily acceptable or kind of like sociably acceptable. But what I want to hear is the random, I can't believe that actually just happened moments. You know, when you stand there in disbelief after an interaction with someone sometimes and you went, was that real? Did that happen? That's the kind of terrible opponents I really want to hear about. All right? Good. Okay. This wasn't an opponent that I had, but there was an opponent that I've been at an event at long time ago now. I can't remember where it was. And he threw one of his models across the room. Big model across the room. Didn't do what he wanted it to. Didn't die, but didn't do what he wanted it to. And he threw that across the room. And I remember standing there in disbelief going, we're talking... Oh, hang on, you're muted. Hang on. We're talking terrible opponents tonight, Luce.
When he threw his model, did it break?
Yeah, it shattered, yeah. Yeah, and everyone's like, that was an odd choice. So we're talking about terrible opponents. What I've said to people is, I don't necessarily want to hear the typical terrible opponent.
Okay.
You know, he spiked his dice, he cheated, he didn't give me the right rules. That's the typical terrible opponent. And we all know those people exist and they're all arseholes. What I really want is the comedy opponent. The comedy terrible opponent, like, I can't believe I've just watched what looks like 3 weeks worth of dirt fall out from under his nail onto my model. Or something like that. I don't know, I'm making that up as I go along, by the way. That's what I want to hear. Perpetual Whip, thank you for becoming a Skull Team member all by yourself. Up to 2 amazing opponents already. Big Bad Pete Gaming, thank you for the 5. Amy will still read out all super chats for now, by the way. Is this a story about your Elf Titan getting destroyed? No, Stick Monkey, that wasn't how that happened. Right? My opponent at the last... Oh, we've read that one already. Do you think being... Well...
I have had terrible opponent once. He lost the game to me and he flipped the board over, breaking mine and his models. Bombardment.
Big Bad Peter Gaming, that's on the money. Thank you for the 5.
Oh
Someone actually table flipped.
Wow. Did you say to him that was this much money plus that many hours?
Did someone actually table flip on you? Big Bad Peter Gaming is big and bad as well. I wouldn't want to table flip Big Bad Peter Gaming's table. I feel like he squashed me like a fucking bug. Did someone actually table flip you?
Jesus.
Wow. I've never heard of a literal table flip before. This has got to be the first time I've heard about a literal table flip. Rob Paul, thank you for the gifted. Chris Prime, thank you for the 5 gifted. You are amazing, you people. That puts us up to a nice, cheeky 7, but it should actually be 8. But thank you amazing people.
I'm going to be really boring now.
Oh.
I don't play 40k, but I've been to a few 40k events, and genuinely, everybody in that room has just been so happy to be there.
You know, Reza said, do you think being well known inside the 40k community has caused you to encounter fewer terrible opponents over time than the average player? I'm going to counter, and I'm not fishing right now, but I'm going to counter by saying I am not that well known in the 40k community. I quite often go to events, big events, where the majority of people there have no fucking idea who I am.
Yeah, which is nice.
Which is good.
Yeah.
When I played at Beachhead last year, I played 3 or 4 people, and the first opponent, whilst I was there at the table, a lot of people come and said hello. People that I knew, not because of YouTube, but just people that I knew, because it's a local big mate. And eventually, he was like, "Are you like known?" And I was like, "This is refreshing." He has no fucking idea who I am.
Did you not do the whole? You mean you don't know who I am?
I think you'll find I have many leather-bound books, and my apartment smells of rich mahogany.
Right.
From a film.
Oh, okay.
Anchorman.
Oh.
I did a film reference.
Oh my God, he's watched a film.
Evan, thank you for the gifted you hero. Yeah. So I don't actually think that. To be honest with you, I don't actually think it's that common for me to be known or to be kind of recognised. I think it's actually rarer than it is common, which I think is good.
No
First drink I had since I've had this gold flu thing. The first taste is this stuff is shit. And then it just gets nice.
Right.
We're still on the Christmas mead, Cornet Ed, if you're there. This is the first time I've drank anything since the last time I had mead on stream. Evan, I said thank you for the 1, didn't I? Drop Dead Dave, thank you for the 10 gifted as well. We are up. We've got a few amazing opponents already. That's good. If we could just, I'll be honest with your team, right? If we can just get to like 150 members, 500 quid in super chats, Luce and I can just go to bed. You up for that? You're tired. I'm tired.
Yeah.
It's actually been a difficult week. I was like, oh, I'm over that cold, and I'm kind of am over the cold, but streaming actually takes it out of me. I didn't like. It's almost like it was a mini form of COVID. I don't think it's COVID, to be clear, but it's almost like a mini form of COVID. So, like after yesterday, I was exhausted. Doing the Liam Joe show and then doing chat plays, I was absolutely exhausted. I was tired after Wednesday's Vagin in the 40k show. It's been hard work. And I'm aware that I'm moaning to people that have real jobs.
I had an opponent that I couldn't play because of their smell. I just conceded and had an early lunch.
Oh my.
Thank you for the 5 up to Dave. When we say smell, upper body, lower body, flatulence, breath. I need details.
Well, breath would be difficult because you're on the other end of the board, so it'd be unless it's terrible.
You're 4 foot away from each other. It's just 4 foot. You stand up beside the table.
Yeah, I don't think.
I mean, it's got to be some bad breath. What was it? Drop down. I want to know. I want to know. Have you spoke to Joe today as he recovered from last night? Yes, I have. Robert Carlson, thank you so much for the 5 gifted, you fucking hero. What a legend. I'm always here. Of course you are, Ed. I love you. I want to know what this smell is now, though. Conceding early isn't always bad. I've done it early while winning because my opponent was unbelievably annoying. I'm pretty chill, but that guy was the worst. They happen. Excuse me.
I think I was a pretty bad opponent against
body
Rob.
odor and cigarette mix. Oh, stale smoke is the worst, though, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know. That's because that's like he smokes sort of smell.
Nah,
It's when it's a questionable, like, what is that?
There's a smell. I actually think there's 2 types of they smoke smell. There's the they smoke smell, and then there's the oh my Jesus Christ, did you sleep in a fucking ashtray? Like there is 2 types of smell. I think there. He said his body odor and cigarette smoke, and that was enough for him to quit the game. Wow, I am winning games the wrong way here, chat.
I think body odor for me, because it can be quite potent. I think it would, if it's a distraction, then I'd have huge anxiety of how do I step away from this table without being rude and hurting feelings, because that's not my intent. But if I stand here any longer, I'm going to either throw up or pass out.
I feel like Hobby House, we should have beers, wines, spirits, soft drinks, snacks, deodorants. And so people that go, oh, fuck, I'm actually smoking. Because we've all done this. We've all gone, oh, actually, we've all done, in any area of life, go, oh, I whiff a bit now. It's been a bit warmer than I expected.
Do not go, smell that. That's hard work right there.
And then, so we've all done that, right?
Hard work.
And then we've all gone, grabbed the can of deodorant, whatever. I have a big tin of deodorant in the studio because Joe sweats quite a lot and he hates it and he gets all embarrassed by it. I'm like, you sweat, it's a thing, don't worry about it. I have a big can of deodorant in the studio because he gets very conscious about how he smells. So like before every stream he'll spray himself. Every fucking stream without fail he'll spray himself. So I'm going to sell them in Hobby House, I reckon. And either a person can go, I'm a bit pongy, right?
Or I've worked hard today.
And they can go and get themselves a can of deodorant. But I love the concept. I love the kind of idea that perhaps your opponent might go get one for you.
Oh no!
Here's a can of Coke and here's a can of Lynx.
Oh no! That's terrible.
Holy stink balls! Is that why folks just concede?
Against you, Dave. I mean, if it means you win an event, people who think of a sale after Barry's ashtray is the worst though. Some mornings on the underground are terrible. The underground is terrible in general, to be honest. Also, Robert complained at me a little bit loose.
All right.
He complained, he said, fuck you, Mr. Liam. Tried to buy 1 membership 3 times, didn't work. Tried the 5 memberships. Who knew that would actually go through? Fun fact, chat, apparently only give 5 tonight.
Oh, there we go.
Don't give 1. Like Mr. The Shoe Will did, thank you for the 5. 28 of the new finest members already.
I think I was a terrible opponent against Rob when we were at Factorum.
Because your body odour?
No, because I was probably really annoying. And bless him, he was so eye-wateringly patient with me, but I kept on going, why are yours getting back up? I rolled and they died. And then he'd say, yes, because they're Necrons. And I go, no, I rolled and they died. Yes, Luce, they're Necrons. You're Custodes right now. You're fine. You're probably going to win, but yours should be dead. No, they're Necrons.
I've been a terrible opponent.
Moving on.
I've been a terrible opponent for a slightly different reason. So that I have had occasions, and it is very rare to the point that was earlier made, but I have had occasions where people will keep coming up and saying hello because they're a fan of the channel or whatever.
Yeah.
It's why typically when I go to like a big event like Warhammer Fest now, I won't go to play because I feel like in a 2.5 hour game, if I'm playing you for 2.5 hours in a 2.5 hour game, you should have my attention for 2.5 hours. I think that's fair, right? I'm your opponent. You should have my attention for 2.5 hours. So if people constantly, like it got to a point where when Joe went to Fest, I was like, I'm not playing, come and say hello. And Joe went, I am playing, please come and say hello, but please be mindful of my opponent. Yeah. So if I'm like mid-game, mid-conversation, and like that's an important thing for us now. So I've been a terrible opponent, legitimately. People have continuously interrupted me all through the game, and I felt really bad because my opponent's just trying to get through the game. He's just trying to get through his turn and tell me what he wants to do and tell me what he's shooting and roll his dice. And then there's people coming going, oh, Liam. And I'm like, it's really nice, but can you fuck off whilst I'm playing? Stick Monkey, thank you for the gifted 1. You did it wrong. It's supposed to be 5. Mini Mayor, thank you for the gifted 1. You did it wrong. It's supposed to be 5. Morty Hammer, he did it right. 5 gifted. Thank you so much. Worst opponent was my last. Only been playing over a year, still learning. It became obvious that the guy was just making shit up. Even one of his friends said they have never heard of that strat. Amazing. Thank you, by the way, Warhammer for the 5. Thank you, Stick Monkey for the 1, and Mini Mayor for the 1. I think I got you, Stu, as well for your 5. You people are incredible. We're up to 35 already. Energy's high. Energy's high, chat. I won a competition today.
Hang on. Lawrence says, when people are walking past your table giving you a sneaky spray down.
I think it's a drive by like crop dusting.
A drive by Lynx Africa.
Yeah.
Crop dusting.
I like how Mini Mayor, by the way, is gifting a membership to try and snipe Drew, despite not having one himself.
Aw.
Fun of that. It's kind of a big deal is what he means. It's not what I mean, yeah. I won a giveaway today. I won a competition today, Luce. Can we talk about that for a minute?
Oh, we must.
Luce does not care at all about this. I've never won anything like that. No, I've never won anything like that. I had to think, like, have I actually ever won a competition that I've entered? One of my favourite...
Jill will be so mad at you.
It's not a raffle.
Because she loves a bloody raffle.
It's not a raffle, though. I mean, it kind of was a raffle. I entered a competition. One of my favourite YouTubers who plays Call of Duty, I entered a competition to go and hang out with him and another YouTuber that I watch at a gaming event on Sunday evening. By the way, no vag on Sunday. Letting that out of the bag now. Because this competition I didn't realise, which closed today, was for Sunday to go to this. I've got VIP tickets to the Intel Extreme something in London with 5 hours of free food and drink and a VIP name on the guest list. I want a competition.
You want to be a VIP?
I'm going to be a VIP for an afternoon. Look at that. Cornet Ed, thank you for the 5 gifted. Street Spirit, thank you for the 5 gifted. Stephen, thank you for the 1. The first two got that right. The latter got it wrong. 5, not 1. Come on. But thank you so much for the extra gifted. 46, almost halfway there. Whoa. We're almost halfway there. I won a competition. Has anybody won a competition that's impressive?
Oh, impressive.
Because I feel like my competition to most people isn't that impressive. Like, this is the like, Stod, the person who did the giveaway, I watch all of his, like, he's what I have here when I'm hobbying, when I'm not streaming or something. He's the content I have on all the time. Like, it's his content. So I'm so incredibly excited because I get to be the person who goes, it's my favorite YouTuber.
And he's going to be like, I'm kind of a big deal.
He's going to be like, can you stop touching me?
Yeah. Why are you touching me?
Yeah. Can you stop smelling me? Right? So I feel like I'm really happy about this, So instead of a vag, exactly his answer, I'm going to be a VIP.
Don't you hate it when a moustache hair tickles your nostril? It drives me nuts. Thanks for the content.
Sometimes, by the way, thank you so much for the 5. Sometimes when they continue tickling my nostrils, I feel like I'm on stream looking like I've just done a line of coke. It's like constantly like this all the time. But like, you're on drugs. No. Anyway.
Christopher's got one. He won a junior poetry competition.
That's not the same.
I think that's impressive. Poetry is really fucking hard.
It's more impressive. It's more impressive because that's based on your input. Like, I'm on about like a random big give. Like, do you ever listen to the radio where they say, "Now I've got a really itchy nose" after he said that? After that 5
like
hours.
That.
That had to be a horrible noise for all of you, by the way.
That's gonna be a tweezer job later.
So, when you have to put skill in, it's less of a I mean, it is a competition, but it's not like a random luck thing, is it? That's the case of you were better than everybody else. Well done, right? I'm talking about like, have you ever listened to the radio and they're like, we'll phone one of you at random. Absolute Radio do this. We're gonna phone one of you at random, and you pick up the phone after 3 o'clock, and all you have to do is when you pick up the phone, say, "Make me a winner," nothing else. And if you do that, you win, right? Mm-hmm. On Thursday, it was a rollover. So today, if the person answered the phone today and said, "Make me a winner," instead of what everyone else does where they go, "Hello," then it was a 5-day rollover, because 5 days they phone someone, they've gone, "Hello," and they're like, oh, "You didn't win." Next person, next day. So that today, if they phoned today and answered correctly, they would have won 120 grand because it rolled over 5 times, right? That's a random giveaway that I'm talking about. Poetry competition, I'm very impressed.
I'm impressed, Christopher.
I'm very impressed.
I'm impressed.
It's not the same.
Liam's not, because he has no cultured soul, but I'm impressed.
My sister-in-law at the age of 12 won a Harley-Davidson motorcycle.
What?
That's the kind of cool shit we're talking. That's more impressive than my one. Oh my God. Christopher Sanford, thank you for the gifted. Mini Mayor, thank you for becoming a Jarl tier member all by yourself. Wouldn't that be a contest, not a competition? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know what the differences are. I won an Epiphany Explorer guitar in a raffle. That's cool. That's a raffle, though. Does a raffle count? I guess it's still random.
Jill will be so mad. She
Yeah.
missed out on a guitar.
Bloody loves a raffle. Who wins a Harley at age 12?
Surely you had to be over 18 to enter it, because you can't...
Minnie Mail, I once won a competition on Kerrang to win tickets to see The Darkness and the Slab. See, this is the thing, right?
Wow.
I think I'd probably rather have the Slab of Carling than the tickets to The Darkness, to be fair. Perfect. It was like Justin was in the room right then.
Yeah.
The thing is, right, I've seen all these giveaways all these times, and I know we do a monthly giveaway. If you are a Jarl, so remember, by the way, we do a monthly giveaway. I know we do the monthly giveaways ourselves, but in terms of the big deal giveaways, the Harleys, the concert tickets, the 120 grands, there's loads of them everywhere, and I never hear of anyone winning. I always think that sometimes if you see the Amaze email that comes out, or the fucking the National Lottery, look at our £1 million house winner. I'm like, it's an actor, gotta be. Never gave it away. But we know legally they have to. But I could never hear of anyone winning something cool. I still think at the moment, the best is a 12-year-old winning a Harley. I don't think we're going to top that tonight.
I think if we won one of those houses, £1 million houses, I'd walk in there and I would be, what's wrong with it? What neighbourhood is this? Who died in here? And what kind of drug gang used this as a cuckoo? Because this cannot possibly be what it says on the tin. There's no way.
When I was a kid, I won 2 cinema tickets. Really excited. Took my mate Dave. Hoped it was Empire Strikes Back. It was Mary Poppins. Never been so disappointed in my life.
I'm not laughing at you, Stu. They were free tickets. But my God. Back then as well, cinema tickets were only worth about £2 each, weren't they? I entered a competition to get a free motorcycle lesson. Instead, I won a week away to the Brecon Beacons.
Nice.
That's the army.
Oh.
They used to come in the crew and go, who wants a motorcycle license? You put your hand up, they're like, right, you're going on exercise.
That is so mean.
They used to do that all the time. And then
Would you be like, no?
You'd wait till the new people come in, and then you see someone come in, you see the Tiffy come in and go, who wants a motorcycle license? And all the conspiracy guys are like, the young one's like, me, staff, me.
I do.
Me, sergeant, me. And it's like, cool, you're on exercise this week. Oh, fuck. I won a 12-year-old.
Well,
you might want to rephrase that.
in this country, we judge for that.
Worst opponents are speed rollers who grunt, point, and don't talk to you or give you any information at all, and deniers, people who give you no credit and blame everything else under the sun for losing. Joe, then. I won tickets to the Super Bowl. Also won a trip to Hawaii for the Pro Bowl. Right.
What?
I need to go and rub Tony.
Do it in private.
I need to rub Tony for luck.
I won one of your giveaways when you gave the Eldar and Chaos box set when you dealing with Drunk Winter's bombardment.
Oh, Element? Fuck, that was like 2 years ago now. Big Bad Pig game. That shows how long he's been around for. Like, what a legend. My parents did the publishers clearing house thing, and all we won was a shit ton of magazines. I never really win anything like that, but one time I won tickets, 2 tickets, each to 2 different music festivals for the same weekend. Oh, that sucks.
Oh,
You win 2
no.
and it's the same weekend. That sucks. She said she was 12. That's a great reel. I'll show you later. But this is why...
Since I've taken Facebook off my phone, I'm missing on so many current
affairs.
When we were at Soft Play, all the mums were like, have you seen that guy from Warwick Council? I'm like, who? What? Who? I've got no idea what's going on anymore.
You're just not hip anymore, Luce.
No, I'm not happening. I'm not
You're
hip.
not hip and trendy
I don't
anymore.
know who anyone is anymore.
No. What's the most impressive? GW have done some big giveaways, haven't they? Like win a Warlord Titan or win a full army or something, haven't they? Is that GW that's done that? Has anyone won anything like that? I know we do our Combat Patrol box giveaways. It's kind of just, here's a Combat Patrol box. But I've never won anything.
Could you raffle a job?
I wouldn't want to ever raffle a job, no.
But could you? So,
I mean,
for the opportunity to come and work for me for a year,
no.
your winning raffle ticket.
You're a winner. Come and work.
But you know when people just don't put themselves up for opportunities because they think they'll never get it. But I wonder if you sort of wrap it in the nice ribbon of it's kind of a
no,
raffle.
I don't think. No, I mean you could. I think legally you might struggle, but
yeah, legally could you?
I'm not sure. I don't think that's something. I think it's probably wise not to.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, if you do giveaways properly, if you do giveaways, oh my god, since he said about itchy noses, that's it now. If you do giveaways properly, in accordance with all the right regulation, you have to randomly draw. You have to randomly draw, right? So the risk of, would you like to come and work for me for a year, and you just draw the random smackhead who put his application in anyway.
You could be the life-changing nudge he needs.
So, Jacob, thank you for the 10 gifted. Demogorgon says, read my last message. Right, where's your last message? It's fucking miles up. It's too far up now.
Do you want me to go find it?
Won a comp in the Daily Star newspaper. One box set of every current GW box release. That's impressive. This is the thing. This is what I'm saying. I've never won anything at all. I've never won anything impressive. So when I got the email through today from Stod, and I now know what his first name is.
Yeah, it's not very.
When I got the email,
Superstar.
do you know what? Do you know the sad thing about that email today?
What?
The actual sad thing about that email today.
What?
When I first got that email through, do you know the first thing I thought?
Scam.
Scam.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was my first thought. Scam.
Yeah.
Like when it came up, you've won VIP tickets. So I was like, oh, here's another scam. And then when I opened it and realised who, like the email, the address that it came from, and who it was, I was like, oh, this is actually genuine.
This is a person.
I've actually won it.
Luke says, I'm describing a job interview. No, I'm not. There's no interview. You start. That's it. You get who you get, Liam. That's the raffle.
You could raffle a day with a team on a streaming day. That would be cool for a lot of people. We're not going to do that as a raffle, actually, Marching on Podcast. We're going to offer that out to start with to Thanes and above to come and do a day with the team on a stream day, just as a behind-the-scenes experience. If it goes well, and I'm thinking about opening this up from about April, if it goes well, we're actually going to open it up to Haskell tiers as one of the behind-the-scenes benefits. Now, we're not going to cover accommodation or travel because it would bankrupt me for some of you, but we will probably cover food for the day at least, and you'd obviously have our company, which is worth more than your accommodation and travel, obviously. So we're going to be doing that soon. Not raffling it, though. We're going to actually do it as a behind-the-scenes benefit. Because I want to know, like, I want to do extra things with this space, and just pumping out more content is, you kind of get to a point of diminishing returns. We do want to add more content, but you do get to a point of diminishing returns. So we want to say, well, what other things can we do with this space that no one else is doing with their space? Well, we could get people into behind-the-scenes stuff, which is going to be cool, right? One day I was at college, and they were giving entries to a draw to people who were recycling. I put my name down and forgot about it. A month later, they told me I won a bike.
Oh, wow.
Free bike, innit?
I don't think I've ever won anything. I don't know. No, I don't think I have.
You've never won anything in a giveaway? Didn't you win that Lego set?
No, that was a scam. What I did, air quote, win was a 20-minute conversation with my bank because there'd been 2 attempts on my account. Yeah. That was what I
You won that, yeah. That was a winner's experience. That is what I'm saying. I've entered a few giveaways here and there. I don't enter loads, if I'm honest with you.
I think I have the attitude of I won't win. And it's not a jaded attitude of it's fake anyway. It's just I seem to be drawn to the very popular raffles. I guess I'm very mainstream demograph. So I just don't bother because in sheer numbers anyway, I'm just never going to win. But they're good raffles that pique my interest. So
I've always been like, I'm never going to win. I'm the same. I've always been like, I'm never going to win. And I've entered a bunch, and I feel like over the years, my entry levels have gone down because I'm not going to fucking win. What's the point of fucking entering? But of course, that famous phrase, you've got to be in it to win it.
Maybe you'll start to win because as you get older, your interests will get quite niche. Oh, win a gardening set. I'll put my name down for that.
When I entered Stod's giveaway, I think it was Wednesday I entered, if I remember rightly. Was it Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday. And the only reason why I entered, right, here's the thing. So you had to type !giveaway in chat. And if you typed !giveaway in chat on Stod, this is not for me, by the way. It came up with a link. You click the link, right? Yeah. Now, I couldn't, I'll be honest, straight up, right? I shouldn't admit this. Couldn't even be. You can win a ticket to come and hang out with me and Westy at the IEP at the fucking game cafe thing in London in not Covent Gardens. I can't remember exactly where it is.
Wharf.
Yeah. Canary Wharf. That's the one. And I was like,
do you know how I remember it? It's the character of Star Trek.
I was like, okay, I could do that. That sounds like fun. And he's like, type ! Giveaway. This is bad, right? I used my Nightboard, and I was like, I can't be bothered now. but someone else typed exclamation mark giveaway in the chat, and the link came up. I was like, oh, I'll click it. I couldn't be bothered to type, but I'll click it. So I clicked the link, and it was like enter with YouTube, with your YouTube account. Click the enter with YouTube account, and it was done. And I was like, oh, 2 clicks.
Ooh, done in 2 clicks.
Well, I'm in the giveaway, aren't I?
Interesting.
Sweet. And then I was like, so I couldn't even be fucking bothered to type exclamation mark giveaway. So some poor other fucker typed it because he really wanted to go, and I won the ticket.
Now, if you had a proper moral compass here, Liam.
I don't.
I don't. Conversation done.
End of that conversation. There's no moral compass here. Don't you worry about that. I've also won the lottery. Wasn't anything bigger. How much was that? I won start collecting after getting the wooden spoon. Played a tournament where a guy didn't understand obscuring, and I was just too shy to speak up. It was on me, but it made for a very rough and long game. That's a shame, man.
Are you ready for this? 2011 War Child. I won the hand of my beautiful wife. She, unfortunately, won the booby prize.
I mean, strictly in that situation, you won the booby prize.
Yeah. But
Also, you can see yourself out after that, to be honest with you. I have unusual luck in random draw raffles, which makes me suspicious about your Jarl's drawing. With my luck, I should have won by now twice. All right, Tony. Everyone, go and rub Tony. Like that. He got the boobies as a prize. Yeah, we did that, Dave. We did that. Any more? Oh my god! Get your stab breast ready for Sunday. Why? Because of Canary Wharf. I think you'll find I'll be a VIP on Sunday.
He'll be a VIP, so he'll be blade proof.
So I feel like that means I should probably have my own bodyguards as well.
Yeah. I once won £67 on a lotto ticket, and the guy in the shop was trying to refuse to let me leave, as you have to spend that in this shop. On came the strongest Belfast accent I could.
You have to spend that.
That's
in the
really
shop.
Naughty.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Imagine.
I know if you win over a certain amount, you have to call them up.
Yeah.
You have to go and get it.
So my parents, when I was like, I don't know, 11, 12, they won some money on the lottery, and it was a 5-figure sum. It was, so it's impressive. You had to phone them, then you had to travel to one of the lottery centres to collect it as well, so it could be done all in person and properly.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if that's still the case. I'd imagine that's not the case anymore because it's now fucking 2024. And internet banking and stuff was not as prominent, obviously, back then. We're talking like 2001, 2001, something like that. I don't know exactly.
Lottery has changed recently because their slogan used to be, "It could be you," and now it's, "Could you be next?" Because another company now runs the lottery.
Yeah, Camelot's given it up, haven't they? Or they've been,
and they've had it for 30
but we
years?
like, it wasn't, don't get me wrong, we were a poor family as well. Like the money came through, they paid off the cars, paid off the debts, and then we're like, cool, got nothing left. Oh good, all right, sweet.
But you know what we would have won? Peace of mind.
Peace of mind.
And you can't put a price on that. No, wait, yes you can. The price of a lottery winning.
You should do a giveaway today. I don't have anything to give away today, I'm afraid. 2011 War Child, thank you so much for becoming a Scarlet member. I guarantee a giveaway every single time you beat your members record that you guys set. There you go.
Give it away.
You have to speak to a financial advisor for big wins now, do you? Well, thankfully, it's not something I'm ever going to have to worry about.
Isn't there a whole bunch of lottery winners who are multimillionaires that are now bankrupt because they didn't?
A lot of, I don't know. I know that there was a lot of stories in the press about people who had supposedly won millions, who then became basically destitute because they essentially, I've won this much money, that basically means my money is now endless. They treated it like it was endless, and guess what? It is still, in fact, able to be, you're able to run out. It's not endless. So that's half of USA right now. Yeah, exactly. Evening, honestly, I found most 40k events to be somewhere between not great and terrible. It's been so much better Toy Soldier experience after switching to Grim Dark Future. Oh, really? That's a shame, Darker, honestly. I want £1. Pay £2 for a parking to go get it. I'm just excited. It's the first thing I've ever won. That's it. I'm happy. I'm cheerful. Like, Luce, I'm not going to be here Sunday anymore. Count me out for roast.
That's fine. We might not have roast.
I won £2 on the lottery every week. I don't do it. Oh.
Oh, because your numbers come up.
No, because he doesn't do it. So it's like girl maths.
See.
So he's £2 richer.
Do you know I had girl maths the other day? I paid for Emmy's dog food with my card because I forgot the cash. So I took £20 out of her wallet to put in my purse, and I was like, oh, made 20 quid there. No, I haven't made £20. I just moved accounts, that's all. Oh, girl math.
Cool. I don't know how to respond.
Really good for 5 seconds.
I do not know how to respond to that, to be honest with you. Last from my town, millions got fake boobs, snorted the rest. £1 million buys you a 3-bedroom house around here. It doesn't scratch as far as people think. No, not anymore. It doesn't, does it? It's a shame now. If I ever win the big lottery, I would PayPal. Are you a huge amount? Am I a huge amount? I assume typer autocorrect got him there. I won the TV when I was 10. Never got to use it as my parents kept it. Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
My first TV was my granddad's TV, and it was as thick as it was wide.
With 3 C's or?
I had to get a metal coat hanger, jam it in the back to try. I did buy this aerial booster. It never worked.
They never did anything.
Never. And when it rained, forget it. There's too many atmospherics at the TVs, and you had to get out of get out of bed to turn it on. There was no remote, and when you turned it on, sometimes there was a super high pitch thing just for a second, and then when you turned it off, it would go into a small dot.
We used to have signal boosters in our bedrooms, me and my brother.
Yeah,
they never did anything at all.
Work. Like, it's black and white as well.
You plug the signal booster into your aerial, and then you plug your aerial into your signal booster.
Yeah.
Your aerial also goes on top of the TV, and if you took the signal booster out, guess what? The picture looks exactly the same.
Mm-hmm. But the first proper film I watched on my granddad's telly in black and white when I had a really weird sickness again was Behind Enemy Lines. I think it had Owen Wilson in it. And I remember feeling so amazing, like even though I feel like shit warmed up, I'm in bed with a telly, I feel so grown up. Loved it.
I remember if I wanted to watch a channel, I'd have the aerial in place A. And if I wanted to watch a different channel, I used to have to, like, it's not just change the channel on the buttons, kids, now. I used to have to get out of bed and move the aerial watching the TV. No, not that.
Or if you paid a sibling enough to stand there.
And my TV was on top of like a medium-sized wardrobe, not like a full-size wardrobe, like a medium-sized wardrobe. And then there was like loads of shelves up on the walls as well, up there. And it, like, so sometimes you'd have to put it up on the shelf, and like this fucking, and then you see this convoluted like aerial there, and, and you'd be holding it, you're like, well, I can't. I'm not just gonna hold it, am I? So then you'd have to like, all right, and then you stack all your video cases and your books. And then perfect, right, good. And then you get back into bed and you watch whatever it was you're watching, right, Eurotrash. And then you'd finish watching Eurotrash. Next day, you'd be like, well, I don't want to watch Eurotrash tonight, I want to watch BBC One.
Right, off again.
Do you think you could just put the aerial back where it was when you last watched BBC One? Could you fuck?
Did you not just write down BBC One bookcase?
No, because
BBC
well, that was
bathroom,
the problem, Luce. You go back to exactly where it was before. I'm like, how have I not got a signal?
ITV in the doorway, ITV 2, no, it was just one, wasn't it? Channel 4 on the threshold, Channel 5, forget it.
The real middler. If I won millions, I would buy a house and then take a dump on my boss's desk like Cartman of South Park. I think I'd pay for my Warhammer to be painted. Might finally have a fully painted army. Back in 1997, I was offered a 25-year license to run an online lottery for Camelot. The license was 50k, and for every £1 spent, I would receive 50p. Sean, I feel like you missed out there. If I won the lottery, I wouldn't win anyone. I would just walk around with a massive check. But under your arm. They might know then, Mark, if you've got that big check under your arm. I wouldn't take kids or wife, just me. I'd go out like Shane Warne. I went to several banks to get funding and got told repeatedly they didn't see a business with it. Oh, so it wasn't your fault, Sean. That sucks, man. What have I missed, Boris? Loads. Apparently won a year's supply of free sausages when I was 13. How would he win that? Lost the certificate to redeem it. Fuck off.
Do you know what would be my favourite raffle to win? And I would honestly be dead chuffed if I won this. You know, in like some pubs they do a meat raffle. Are you serious?
Did they?
Are you serious? They do meat raffles in the pub.
I'm sure they do.
And some of the joints of meat are moosive.
used to get used to get excited for thunderstorms because we got 2 more TV stations.
I got all mine taken off me when we had rain.
It was so annoying. I used to hate it. The funny thing is, right, as a kid, it used to be so irritating. And I say kid, I'm on about like early teens, mid-teens. It used to be so irritating, this fucking aerial nonsense. The other thing that used to piss me off, right, my dad likes an open window, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? And they had these aerials, right, that had these big plastic bases, like about that big, right, for these aerials, if you remember rightly. Yeah, cool. And they curved the top of all the TVs, right? So you'd get your aerial balanced on top of your big fucking dome TV, and then it's just about in the right place for the channel. Like, this is where I get the most channels. And Dad would open the window and he'd fucking blow the aerial off, wouldn't it?
I hated
He'd have it
those.
open, he'd have the windows open in gale force winds.
I hated those aerials because if you extended them the whole way, they were top heavy.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's the point?
Yeah. So if you opened them the whole way and you had them balanced in the middle, right?
Oh, forget it.
Then it wouldn't get a signal. If you balanced it on the side, you'd get a signal, it'd fall over.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he used to open the windows, even in a fucking gale force winds. And the other thing, my parents, and they still have this to this day, fucking net curtains on every window.
Yeah,
So you'd be
well,
like,
I had net curtains
my
on
bed
mine.
was under the fucking window, so I'd be sat in bed, and because you can't fucking see anything anyway.
This impression.
It might as well have been a shit signal because it's fucking net curtain in my face the whole time. Like, fuck off. Okay, what's the point? Skippy, thank you for the 5 gifted. I want a tray of meat from the butcher's. Oi, oi, did you? Bloody love a meat raffle, says Minnie May. Of course you do. All I heard was loose like some big meat. You are watching a film and you are upstairs having a pee and your dad shouts that the adverts are ending. That's old school, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's old school. Oh, what happened to the world?
It went and
We've all got no
itself in a
time for
hurry.
we've all got no time for anything anymore. We all just watch. I think this is one of the reasons why I fucking love these streamings, because we all just stop for a minute and chat bollocks and reminisce. And it's just amazing. And I kind of miss the way the world was. It was just a little bit slower.
When the boys did watch CITV, they had adverts in, and Ben gets so pissy with adverts. James is great. He's like, oh, I'll make a cup of tea. I'll go and have the toilet break or whatever. But Ben's like, it's like I'm dragging him over lit matches.
I remember the first TV I had that had built-in Freeview. And you still had to tune it over the aerial. But if you got your aerial in just the right place, you'd pick up loads of Freeview channels. It's the first time I'd had more than just your terrestrial shit on your standard like channels as well. I remember thinking that was literally game-changing. Like, what are you talking about? I've got 30 channels now.
My game changer.
And they all had adverts still.
My game changer was, I think, my granddad's TV. It used to have a handle. You could pick it up and carry it. It was so heavy. And I think it was supposed to be white or cream, but it was so old it had got a tinge of yellow.
Oh, those old TVs as well, they were built to last.
Yeah,
those fucking
I could
things.
knock a burglar out with that.
I mean, yeah.
That's it.
Nowadays, like, you watch these, like, I do have a thing sometimes watching these people with these fucking like 60-inch brand new TVs, and you watch them drop them on the floor, and then they're just fucked, right? Or kids that smash things into them. Like, it makes me chuckle genuinely, and I'm a terrible person for laughing. But in the old days, if you dropped one of them TVs, you'd have dented your floor.
Yeah, but my game changer was for my 16th birthday. I got a colour TV with a VHS player.
I
and
had
it
a
was
VHS player.
smaller than my granddad's TV. And I remember it's still quite deep, but I remember thinking,
you a person?
how has it gotten smaller with more stuff?
Were you a person that would finish a VHS
And rewind
before
it?
you eject it, you ran the VHS?
No, because I was 16 and didn't care and didn't think ahead like this.
That's something we have to be grateful for progression. Because if that had been the circumstance when we got together, we wouldn't have been married.
And I used to watch, I used to record all the Friends episodes. And I'd try and stop it when the adverts came in and start it again. So I used to do the same thing with the top 40.
I used to program my VHS to record the wrestling.
Oh, wow, you watch the wrestling.
Especially when it was like the Royal Rumble, which was on at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, God.
And you're like, Dad, can I watch the Royal Rumble? Absolutely not. Wrestling's garbage. It's absolute garbage. You're not watching that shit. I'm like, so I used to sit there and work out a program, a video recorder, and I never knew how to set the fucking clock on it. So, and then hope that I caught the wrestling. That's what I used to do.
I remember my dad figuring out that I was outgrowing him when he got a new DVD player, and he was like, Luce, do you know how? I don't know how. Do you know how? Dad, no, I don't know how. Well, that boyfriend of yours, will he know how?
Carla said this as well. Did you ever record something, right? And then you'd pause, you'd record it live, and you'd pause the advert, press record before the advert started, pause the advert, press record before the advert finished. So that in the end, you had no adverts-ish, kind of.
I did, but it was really messy because the tape would obviously have like a blip.
Yeah, of course.
So you'd be like, oh.
It was messy, but you're like, I've removed the adverts.
Seamless.
Yep. I removed the adverts. You could never tell.
Yeah, but now I've got no time to go for a wee because I got rid of the adverts.
Ash and I also used to this is my brother, we used to record football matches, but then watch them over and over again. Well, you know the result. What are you doing? You fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's the bit.
Really weird.
Yeah.
Really weird. 28 channels showing reruns of all the shows you watched when you had 4 channels. Exactly. I remember being able to record TV on the tape and take out adverts. WWF is exactly that, Drew, exactly. Oh, Joseph Svensson, by the way, dropped his yogurt. 20 gifted.
Oh my God.
I mean, no one's super chatting, but we are at 84 members already.
That's amazing. You guys.
I'm so old, I remember when televisions looked like furniture.
Yeah.
Now, the main screen part on the one that we have in the living room is literally like 3 mil thick, isn't it?
My college friend, she had to put pound coins in the back of her TV to watch the TV.
No!
Uh-huh. And I remember the first time she said that to me, I stared at her like, I don't know you well enough to gauge your sense of humour yet. Are you serious? Is that a thing? Because we had, so your mum and dad rented the TV?
They, kinda.
So I'd already kind of heard of different ways of having a TV.
I still, to this day, don't think this was a particularly good investment, by the way. But there was a service, I don't know what it was called, but basically they would rent the whole home entertainment package.
Yeah.
So this company rented the television, DVD player, the skybox, the lot. And so part of the agreement was if anything went technically wrong, they'd be out and replace it within 24 hours.
Amazing.
Right?
Well, it sounds amazing.
Or 48 hours or whatever. And they did. The TV broke, they'd come out and bring you a brand new one. It would be an upgraded version. The skybox broke, they'd bring you the new one. If your DVD player broke, they'd bring you a new one. And they did do it. I was like, I don't know how much it was a month, but I can imagine it wasn't the cheapest thing in the world. And I'm like, was this the best investment you made? Considering sometimes it was a struggle to pay the bills. Was this a good investment? I mean, at the start, it's cheaper than buying it all off the bat, right? But radio rentals, it might have been. I don't know.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
It might have been. Like, that was like, I was like, considering sometimes we're struggling to fill the cupboards with food, is it really worth paying this much per month to have a DVD player, a skybox, and a TV? Maybe, just maybe, save that rental money instead, buy the TV, buy the skybox, or not buy the skybox, buy the DVD player, and then you don't have a monthly amount coming out anymore. Because there had to have come a point, for the company to have operated, there had to have come a point where that was profitable for them.
Yeah. I'd never heard of it. The same with my college friend when she was saying that she needs to put a couple of pounds in the TV so she can watch something. And the neighbourhoods I grew up in, nobody had any money really. So you heard of weird and wonderful ways that people pay their gas and electric, watch TV. Everyone had a quirky way of doing it, where they keep money in the house so they remember to pay things, whatever. Paying in cash, never on finance, all of these things. But when I heard that your folks rented the TV, I was like, I don't understand.
Yeah, weird.
I don't understand.
It's weird. But everything that was watched was on VHS or DVD. And I whinge, I moan, but let's be frank, if it was still that era, we wouldn't be doing this. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
YouTube, like one of the advancements is YouTube. We wouldn't be able to sit here talking about the world's most terrible 40k opponents and sharing our stories literally across the planet. Because there's people in here from the US.
Yeah.
There's people in here that will be in from, like, people will watch this on demand, in fact, from New Zealand, from Australia, people in Europe, There's even people in countries as strange as Wales that are watching this. And that wouldn't have happened. So although I'm like, oh, I miss adverts, I'm also the twat that pays for YouTube Premium, so I don't have to watch any adverts.
I do miss the adverts.
No.
I feel like the adverts are such pop culture. I honestly think you could watch a set of adverts and go, guess the year.
You
What
probably
year
could, yeah.
was this
Absolutely.
program on based on the adverts alone?
That's and Des says still do TV rentals now. That's my job. Really? I thought that would be dead in the water. But I like being me, says Drew Soul. You're still a grey name, Drew. 85 new members, 84 new members. Drew's still a grey name. So if you've got a postcard to give tonight, chat, it's about the... now we have, right, either what makes a terrible 40k opponent, joke edition, the best giveaway you've ever won, or your favourite advert.
Right.
I'll never be a Frank. I know Frank, he's weird. Oh my God. And also, what you can also do on Big Colourful Postcards is you can tell me what you got planned for the weekend. Never mentioned it. I'm going to be a VIP on Sunday.
You're a VIP.
Beg your pardon?
You're going to be a VIP.
A VIP. I'm a VIP on Sunday, so there's no vag. No exclamation mark vag for Sunday.
Ah,
Sorry, the cooler kids are calling me.
the Gorilla Cadbury advert. Apparently,
With the drums?
that saved Cadbury. Apparently, the Gorilla, because their sales were going down because other chocolate was coming out, and the Cadbury adverts were a bit dated. The Gorilla advert apparently saved.
With the Phil
Cadbury.
Collins song?
Yeah. Apparently it did. I was night feeding Ben, and you know when these weird I don't know, 40 best Christmas things.
I'm
whatever.
waiting. There's a couple of adverts I've got in my mind, and I'm waiting to see if anyone brings them up. I saw Christmas adverts for the first time in a decade this year. Weirdly nostalgic, considering they were all new. Yeah, I get it. I get it. But we do all... we don't have time for anything anymore. Do we?
No, we don't.
Because we don't even have time for fucking adverts now. We just
I love the
don't.
advert.
We like... Absolute Radio, which is the radio station I typically listen to, or Planet Rock. They're my two radio stations of choice normally. Sign up to the Absolute Radio app to have an ad-free experience. YouTube Premium, ad-free experience. Any streaming service, really. Netflix, no ads.
Does it feed into our entitled attitude?
Yeah, I think
nowadays?
so.
Yeah.
100%. I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I maybe not our entitlement. Perhaps entitlement is the wrong word. It 100% feeds our impatience.
Even today, stepping out into the rain, Ben was like, "Is Dad coming to get us?" And James was already pretty much halfway down the road with his hood up, just walking.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happened because they've got the same parenting. One of them seems to handle the world. One of them does not.
One of them's also 11. One of them's 6. That's the difference.
Come on! When I was 6, I've been down the mine already. Stop it.
Bet he's gonna get you.
Oh, I remember that.
I forgot that
was
advert.
a strange advert. I
That was
remember that
weird.
being on telly and what is that?
That was a weird advert.
Bill is gonna get ya.
Oh my God, that was a weird advert. The old Honda adverts were great. The dismantled car using the chain effect to knock over parts. Did you see those?
Yes, I remember those.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. I love that.
They were good.
Budweiser was exactly what someone I thought was going to say. There
They
was
were
that
weird,
nonsense.
yeah.
They were weird,
They were a
yeah.
bit weird.
I'd missed the other 8 minutes. Oh, okay. Cadbury Easter eggs. Thanks, Easter Bunny. This was brother as a chick. Brock Brong. I've never had time for ads. I change the radio station when ads come on. Really? If a YouTube video brings up a mid-roll, I leave it. Twitch channel with an ad, I'm gone.
Wow. Why?
Darker is harsh.
Why?
He's a harsh taskmaster. Anyone else remember Tango with added Tango? No? Delayed gratification has died in this day and age. Yeah, 100%. 100%.
What do you mean by that delayed gratification? What's that?
So you don't, you never have to wait for the thing to make you feel good now.
Oh, okay.
You never have to have that patience.
Like a project.
Yeah,
seeing
you
a
never
project through.
So one of the biggest issues with kids on iPads and video games is it's instant gratification, instant gratification, instant gratification, instant gratification. If they don't get that instant gratification, they're not interested. They lose interest. They get bored. They don't want it anymore. It's not hitting that. It's not releasing those chemicals. It's not hitting. It's not. When I'm not getting that dopamine hit, so I'm not done with it. I'm not doing it anymore. And even adverts, you were watching your favorite program, whatever that program might be. You're watching your favorite program, and the ad break would be frustrating, but you would sit through it and wait because you'd want the rest of that. You want to watch the rest of that program, so you would have to wait for it. You'd have to kind of not earn it as such, but who knew?
I wonder if that's why everybody gets so nostalgic around Christmas, because you have to wait for Christmas. You can try and do it on another day. It doesn't feel quite right.
Maybe. I think the thing is though, I think Christmas has. I don't want to go into a downer,
No.
But I feel like Christmas has just lost so much of what is Christmas now, because no longer is it about the anticipation, the excitement, the build up. You know, people, and I'm one of these people as well. People don't typically go into town and do all their Christmas shopping because they just order off Amazon. So there's no, like, you don't have to, like, I remember we used to, as a family, when we were kids, late night Christmas shopping in Southampton was, I think, Thursday, but I can't remember. It might have been a Wednesday. And I remember it used to be coats on, fucking -2 outside, and we'd be trudging around Southampton in the evening, and me and my brother would go with my dad, and mum would go off on her own, and she'd be shopping for the three of us, and the three of us would be shopping for her.
I do feel like that's slightly one-sided.
I mean, really? No. So that, but we would be out in town shopping in the cold, and all the decorations would be up, and all the Christmas music would be on, and you could smell all the, like, fucking the hot chocolates and stuff like that as you walk around town in the cold, and people have got fucking Christmas hats on it. Like, it doesn't, like, now, what do you want? Now, Amazon is here now. Good, sweet, done. Didn't have to go out. Didn't have to leave my house. Like that, you know,
Yeah.
you never, that kind of, that thing's gone as well. So the whole build up, I feel like, isn't even anywhere near as prominent as perhaps you're thinking it is. And then when it gets to Christmas Day, no one gives a fuck who they're seeing on Christmas Day. People typically nowadays only care, and social media tells us this, they only give a fuck about what someone bought them.
But only we can change that.
I'm trying. We preach it on stream. Give people your time rather than an actual physical item. We should, as a species, we should be buying less materialistic things anyway. I say this, ! Element. Obviously, keep buying your hobby, but we should be buying less materialistic things anyway, because the planet can only take so much shit. But you know,
There's a red
it's a gift of time.
There's a red car, blue car advert, I think.
John McCardle, you've also come in like Mr. Svensson with your big 20 gifted. You're a legend. That means, chat, we smashed the total tonight. You could double it if you want to. Equally, they've only done £30 in super chats, Luce.
I feel like we should let them off.
You're yawning at them.
I am yawning. I'm tired.
You need more Amy in your life.
Do you know what, chat? Let's all just go to bed.
I mean, I'm not
We're very
entirely
tired.
against the idea. I need to rest up because tomorrow I'm going to have to groom.
Oh, God.
Because on Sunday,
You're a VIP.
I'm a VIP. I haven't mentioned it. Thank you so much, John, for the 20 gifted. You fucking hero. What an absolute legend. Big John coming in there with a typo. Only 20 gifted.
What is this
Probably
red
YouTube
car,
girl.
blue car?
What's red car, blue car?
I think it's an advert. Red car. See if I can find it.
Christmas shit being everywhere from September onwards devalues the event. I agree, 100%.
So Demogorgon says red car and the blue car had a race. God knows what that was advertising.
Oh, Milky Way. It was Milky Way.
Oh, I remember it now.
Yeah, it was Milky Way. 100%.
It's a cartoon one.
It was, yes.
I thought it was a real one. Real red car, blue car.
John, thank you for 20 more. What a fucking hero. You don't have to, John. You can stop. You're amazing. You're insane. I love you. John, on Sunday I'm gonna be a VIP. Don't know if I told you that.
Now you mention it, why was there 2 cars for a chocolate bar called the Milky
Some
Way?
adverts were fucking weird though, Luce,
Why?
weren't they?
Did they go into space?
It's
was
like
that it?
it's like every modern day perfume or aftershave advert.
Oh,
What the fuck is going on in those?
I came up with the best Chanel advert ever.
Channel.
Yeah, the best Chanel perfume ever. Do you want to hear it? You ready? So it starts off as a very glamorous lady, maybe like 1920s, whatever, looking at herself in her dresser, getting ready, and she looks a little bit like a cocktail dress. She's going out, and she's clearly meeting somebody exciting because you can kind of see it in her face. And she sprays with the Chanel perfume. She puts the perfume back down on the dresser, and she leaves the dresser, but we focus on the perfume. You said you liked it. Focus on the perfume. The camera pans out, and while it's panning out, the dresser gets brought up to date, and the perfume stays on the dresser. And there's like some kind of tagline
It's
of
nowhere
timeless
near. It's
or
nowhere
whatever.
near random enough.
That's a good. Yeah, you're right. Actually, there's no.
Nowadays,
yeah.
to be a successful perfume advert, you have to see a half-naked man, bottom half, not top half, who runs down a abandoned French corridor and punches a horse.
With it just swinging about.
Punches a horse on the way down.
What do we think of my Chanel advert?
I reckon mine's more successful.
Okay, your weird pornographic advert or my classic.
Half naked, bottom half down, runs down a cobblestone hallway in France, punches a horse.
Why does he punch a horse?
Have you seen perfume adverts?
Yes, that's why I want to make them better. Yours is not making them better.
Half naked, bottom half. Cobblestone, punch horse. Job done. I reckon mine becomes the advert. Yours are going, you're weird.
No, I think you'll have animal rights activists on at you about punching a horse.
I'm not a huge Christmas fan anymore. I've definitely no Christmas before Thanksgiving. One of my co-workers suggested we decorate the office before Thanksgiving one year. I took PTO. I don't disagree with that. Christmas decorations, like end of November at the earliest. I like the classy loose adverts. Don't you lot stick up for her again like you always fucking do.
Thank you. See?
Mine's better because, like Garci says, perfume adverts have never made sense. Jordan says, unfortunately, probably Liam's ad. See? Exactly.
Dr. Pepper, what's the worst that could happen? Oh, they were weird.
Punch his horse. Voiceovers. Distribution by
Who playing who next week and which armies?
So on Tuesday, the current plan is we have Mr. James here from Siege Studios, who'll be playing his Cathogens, which are beautiful. And I'm probably going to throw World Eaters at them for the funds and the lols, Mr. The Big Bad Peter Gamer. Thank you for the 2, by the way. And then on the Thursday, where's the stream schedule? Did we update it? Oh, we're on February. Thursday is going to be the 15th, isn't it? Thousand Suns Jotan.
Boris says the Johnny Vegas tea adverts with monkey.
Monkey!
But I really like the Tetley tea adverts with the 2 guys.
Do you remember
just making a tea?
Do you remember the first time we ever saw that fucking meerkat?
Yeah, we were all like, why?
Yeah, it was everywhere in no time at all. And my parents even bought a statue of a meerkat for the garden.
I know.
I was like, why? People were weirder back then, and it was allowed.
Going to your house for the weekend was like a trip.
Yeah.
Just rented TVs, statues of meerkats.
Mum would be like, I bought some new things for the back garden. Like, honestly, chat, you'll start to understand why I am the way I am. I bought some things for the garden. What have you bought for the garden? And you walk out back and there's 3 fucking like semi-porcelain meerkats. I'm like, why have you bought meerkats? Well, the advert, innit?
My favourite thing was I would sit down next to your mum and she'd go, are you hungry, Luce? And I go, no, maybe I'm a bit peckish. There's some chocolate down by the side of you. And then Liam from somewhere else in the house, don't do it! Why aren't I eating that chocolate? It's about 6 years old! Karen, why are you keeping chocolate that's like 6 years old? Well, I'll get round to it.
If Fallout actually happens, if we have a nuclear apocalypse, I'm going to Mum's house.
Yeah, Armageddon, get in the car. We're going to Grandma's house.
Honestly, she's got cans from the 1980s in her fucking larder.
I saw chicken in a can in that house.
Yeah, because we were quite poor.
Chicken in a whole chicken in a can.
I think she got a second-hand chest freezer. Because we were quite poor, we had the normal fridge freezer, the second-hand chest freezer, and we had our larder. And I swear to God, you could have bought nothing and lived for a year.
Best advert, girl disguised as a boy trying to buy a Yorkie.
You can't do that anymore.
Oh yeah, not again.
I mean, we still have them disguised as boys, but you can't do that anymore. If you're saying T-ads, it's got to go to the PG Tips Chimps.
Oh yeah.
Is it the talking chips, isn't it? I'm like, which ones are those? The
No.
talking chimps, of course. Yeah.
I still like the Tetley men. I don't know why. It just felt really like familiar and homely. Like
I'd
they're
wear
making a cup of
horse
tea.
punch perfume. Why punch? Pours a glass of champagne for the horse, surely. Well, you can punch it first. I love the fact, by the way, we've kept an audience of 210 people whilst we've talked about punching a horse. Brilliant. I really hope the agency who came up with the meerkat bollocks was paid a fortune. It worked way better than it had any right to. 100% it did. 100% it did. My yard deco is old washer and dryers.
You can make fire pits out of old washers and dryers.
You probably can, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, by the way, Stu for the 5 and Big Bad Peter for the 2. Trying to keep that super chat dream alive. I appreciate you people. I appreciate you all. I'd like to do a super chat based giveaway, but one we can't because it's not really allowed until I don't have anything to give away, Luce. I got my guitar out today.
You did.
For the first time since I had it.
And I was in the kitchen and what one were you playing? Oh, I had the lyric then. What one was it? Damn it.
No, not that one. That was
Something
a different
about
song.
Friday.
And cologne.
How does it go?
He wore cologne.
No, I can't
You know,
remember
to get the
it.
feeling right.
Oh, what's my age again?
Oh, Jesus Christ,
There
that
we
was
go.
painful.
What, you should have just said the age 23.
No, What?
You should have just said 23.
Why? You would have got it straight away then, wouldn't
Yeah.
you? Would you?
Yeah, because of my brother's friend Scott. He had tattoo, "What's my age again?" on his arm.
Okay.
And I was like, "Oh, you're at least 23. Well done, you."
I started doing that again today. I've been putting it off picking the guitar up because I didn't pick the guitar up since I was about 18 years old, right? 17, 18 years old. So when I left home at 18, joined the army, I left my guitar at home and never touched it again. Which was a little bit sad, but I never touched it again.
Were you all deep and meaningful and full of angst when you came home to play your guitar?
No.
Oh, well,
I just never touched it again.
you weren't a true guitar
And
player.
I was worried about picking it up. And the reason why I was worried was confirmed today, because apparently when I picked that guitar up today, I literally have hands like feet now. It was like trying to pluck strings with toes instead of actually using fingers and plectrums.
Well, I was in the kitchen listening to you, and I thought, do you know what would be a good song? Is if you started to play the "Coming Out of the Cage and Now It's Doing Just Fine," doing that one. And I popped my head around the corner, and you looked really pleased with yourself at the very first bit of "What's My Age Again?"
Well, it started to sound like it. It started to sound like a little bit.
You were getting it.
Right? You could give away that stuff you're not allowed to talk about. I could, Jay, you're right, yeah. Liam is clearly from the olden days. Back then, boxer would promote fights by knocking out horses and other animals. I honestly, genuinely, I honestly think I should have been born about 70 years ago. I think that was my time. Not now. Now isn't my time. Saying that, I'm quite techie as well, so maybe not. But you know, do you remember an advert Belly Gonna Get You? We talked about that one. That was fucking weird, by the way. How that got through.
Oh, Minnie Mayer, Aardman Animations doing the British Gas adverts. Did you have those?
I don't know.
So this is another Midlands thing. There's a whole bunch of adverts that didn't come down here.
I don't know actually. Des, get it out and play it. Honestly, I picked it up and I was literally like I didn't have control of my own hands, and I was trying to remember some of the tunes that I used to play years ago. I never learnt music, by the way, chat, only guitar tab. I was trying to play some of the tunes that I used to know years ago. None of them. I couldn't do any of them, so I just caved. Googled some guitar tabs of some of the songs I know I used to play, and I sat here for what, half an hour, I reckon, which is more than everyone tells me to. But I sat for about half an hour just trying, and I actually really it was something quite nice about it. The problem is the pressure came from my youngest. So my youngest came in today, right? What he's been doing is he's been coming in, he's been taking this off of the guitar, and he's been just plucking the strings whilst it's in the stand behind me. Just plucking the strings. So today when he came in, I was watching him do it. So I wheeled myself over, I plugged the amp in, I turned the amp on, and he was like, and he plugged it, and it made a electric guitar sound, and he went,
Aww.
and that was it then. So then, and I showed the Thanes this, I hung the guitar over his neck, and he stood there so proud holding his guitar, just like kind of strumming it, making noise. So I took it off of him, and he asked if he could play it. I was like, no, that's one, it was expensive. It's my birthday present, it's mine. You'll fucking break it. So no, you can't touch it. And he went, I know. And he went upstairs, and he came back, and because my father-in-law hates me, he came back with his microphone and amplifier that he's got, right? And he put it down. I was like, what's that for? Me and you are going to start a band. I was like, right. He went, you can play the electric guitar and I'll have my microphone. Right. I need to start practicing.
Didn't he say there's a drum kit around here somewhere?
He was looking for the drum kit that we sold off. We not sold off, we gave away. But yeah, he was looking for the drum kit, couldn't find the drum kit. He's like, you can do guitar, I will do the microphone. And I was like, okay, fine. And then he went and found his big brother. So this lad's 6, by the way. He went and found his big brother and asked him if he wanted to be in the band. James's instrument of choice, a harmonica. So the Dempsey family band is going to be 6-year-old Ben on vocals, Liam on guitar, James on harmonica, and Luce probably on the triangle.
I'll do the triangle.
And that'll be our rock 4. That'll be our rock quartet.
What are we called?
Shit.
Best Dempsey band name wins. Go chat.
No, don't do Dempsey band names. Let him play guitar. He's not touching that fucking thing. I already have to retune it every time I pick it up because he twists the fucking string knobs. And if he twists one of them too hard, he's going to fucking break a string. So he got told today on no certain terms, from the neck part up, the top of it, you do not touch the head of that. Because he'll break it. 5-finger horse punch. That's it. I mean, we've won. We're done. There we go. That's the band name, Five Finger Horse Punch. We can use the advert. I'll run down the cobble street half naked bottom half and I'll punch a horse. That could be our album cover.
Why do you all need to see your knob, though?
That'll be our album cover.
God, no!
Yeah. No, I'll tastefully place a guitar so you won't see it.
Okay.
So basically, Bob Dylan split into 3 people. I'm into it. Let's do that. There you go. Five Finger Horse Punch wins, by the way. We're done. That's it. Oh, that hurt.
Oh, I could do the banjo.
Can
Doug
you?
says
Can you
we're
play?
only missing a banjo to become an Arkansas band.
Can you play the banjo?
No.
That's a problem.
Well, you. Done.
That being said, I can't play the guitar, James can't play the harmonica, and Ben can't do vocals, so you'll fit in.
We'll fit right in.
We have got, chat.
We'll sign up for Edinburgh Fringe Festival.
Yeah.
Be fine.
We've got 19 minutes to go, and my nightly super chat total is at 36%. 19 minutes to go. Like the Nirvana baby. Tom Petty died. There's room in the market for your harmonica guitar band.
Next to the horse loose.
Yeah, I just saw that. I was about to bring that up, Kev.
Oh, the cowbell! Yes! I'll be on the cowbell.
Which is why we're punching the horse. Because the cow is definitely superior.
A drum kit is not a drum kit if it doesn't have a cowbell.
That's probably factual.
Yeah.
Probably factual. Sounds like a punk band. I'm into it. Yeah. So he was like, and then honestly, I had to tell him to go away. I felt quite bad because every 5 minutes he came in, we starting the band now. I was like, Ben, no, we're not starting the band now. And in the end, it was like, Ben, stop talking about the fucking band. Go away.
I was doing, I think I was doing science with James, and all I heard was, "We're not starting a band."
Well, I'd had it for like an hour straight every 2 minutes. Of, is it time for the band? No, leave me alone. Does he know I'm not? Does he not know I'm a VIP?
You're a VIP.
VIP, yeah. Eb, thank you for the one gifted. You're a hero. What a legend. 125 members, people. Stop gifting now. All about the super chats, right? So I would normally say if every person gifts one, but we hit the total. So if every single person super chats £5, we'll hit the total. Actually, if every single person super chats £5, I would probably run around this room bottom half naked. Quite frankly.
We don't need to see that.
Because that'd be 200 people. That's like £1,000, isn't it? If everyone super chats £5.
We don't need to see your knob for £1,000.
It's February, so there's less streams on February because it's a smaller month. And I missed 3 streams last week because I was sick. I don't know if I told you about this, but I was sick. Didn't the Nirvana baby sue them recently or sue his parents? Did they? Did he?
But for being on the album cover?
Possibly. Well, he would have had no choice, would he, I guess? But I don't know. That seems like a weird thing to do. Maybe they made all the money and spent it all and he didn't get any of it.
Maybe.
No gift for Drew. Poor Drew. Drew's been waiting for a gift all night. Can confirm he has had a membership before, by the way. Just saying.
This is nice music.
I'm very excited about bedtime tonight.
I'm quite tired.
This week is taking it out of me. Not super chatting then. Why not? Why not? There's Nobuary. Why is it Nobuary?
I'm really interested to try my friend's yarrow balm. So I've got a weird thing on my foot that won't heal. So she's given me some yarrow balm, and apparently it's like a medical marvel plant. And she's made it into a balm. I'm really, really interested. I'm all for holistic stuff. I'd rather not do pharmaceuticals if I didn't have to, so that when I really do have to, then the pharmaceuticals work. So I'm always really interested.
Zaraki says, less super chats, less taxes to pay. Well, the beauty of taxes is a percentage-based thing. So, you know.
So is this what you say to your accountant then? So for this year's tax, I'm paying 0% tax. There you go. That's a percentage.
This year,
See you
I'll
next
pay
year.
no tax because no one super chatted. Deborah Gorgon, I mean, I also can't afford to pay for the rent and my food, but, you know, beer money just in case you'll... Oh, she's going to read that out anyway. Thank you so much, you people. You're not listening to me, though. I said 5, and you've both done 10. I said 5. He definitely cashed in over the years and recreated it too. But I'm sure he has. I'm sure... I always find these sorts of things odd.
Yeah, what was the...
You're going to help me cut my sides back again tomorrow?
Is he naked on the album front?
I think so, but...
Well, maybe that's
I don't think you can... I don't think it's...
Maybe that's why
I don't remember
his
the album. I mean, I
naked
remember the
infant
album
image.
loosely because it's like light blue, isn't it?
Let me Google
the names across the top
What's
middle.
the album called?
Just your Nirvana Baby album.
Beer money just in case your VIP trip isn't a free bar.
I think it says free food and drink, but I don't think that would include alcohol.
Oh, he is naked.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
I'm helping. I got a tournament tomorrow. I'm bringing my demons because they are the coolest. When are you going to play some demons?
I haven't played demons for a while, actually. I could probably play some corn demons soon, to be honest with you.
Oh, Daniel Krebs. Nirvana has won the lawsuit the band faced over their Nevermind cover art after a judge dismissed the case filed by Spencer Eldon. Baby seen in the iconic photograph for the final time, effectively ending the child pornography suit. So that it is because he's naked.
Oh man, okay. It's weird, isn't it? We've never tried a tournament at 40k, but my guess is that's where we might find a player out of two being terrible. You're quite right, Chris. Thank you, by the way. Drop the Dave and Demagogue for the 10. You people are amazing. I need to play some demons soon. Paddy has also been working on some more Zinch demons, and I think he's all about adding some Celeste demons as well. So we might actually have just more variety of demons soon, which would be super cool. So maybe I'll do them soon. Not next week, but maybe soon, because I haven't done them for a while. I don't know. I don't love them at the moment. They are cool. I just don't love them at the moment. I don't love a lot of 40k at the moment. At the moment, I'm just playing anything that I feel like, just because the fun I'm having is actually on the table, not with the armies that we're using. I'm aware that a variety of armies that we're using obviously brings in more people or new people and stuff like that, and it's more refreshing for those that are watching the content. But at the moment, I'm just saying to the lads, I don't like the game right now that much. So just take what you want so we can have some fun. That's what we're doing. But there you go. Cool. We've read that one already. The Nirvana Baby tried to sue them, came out in court that he appeared on a chat show years before saying he agreed to it, and it was a great idea. Got thrown out. Oh, okay. That is super fucking cool. Yeah, it is. Paddy's been working on arts. He's been very busy with his course, but he has been painting like a demon. He's shown us a couple of big bird chickens from the Zinch demon stuff that he's been painting up as well. So we should have. What we'll need to add then is some Neshi based stuff, I think. It's been a lot of fun, but I'm cream crackered and bed calls me. 13 minutes, Sean, you fucking lazy shit. 13 minutes. Unless Laura's got you by the knob and she's dragging you up the stairs, I think you could do 13 minutes. Unbelievable, chat. Listen to this for commitment. Unreal. Unreal. Anyway. Thanks for hanging out, Sean. Love you. Are you looking for your fact?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good. Okay. We are now 62% of the way through the total, by the way. Demon Army needs farting nurglings because that's hilarious. Right, Liam? Right, Lloyd? We'll have words.
I really enjoy your show and I primarily lurk. Your streaking offer was the key.
I say thank you for the super chat as well. You're a hero. You've seen my day in Thanes. I mean, it does sound pretty stressful. Someone's tried to be funny, Luce.
Oh.
Look at the super chat that says woof.
Yeah, they've spelt her name wrong.
Spelled her name wrong.
Yeah, egg on your face.
Egg on your face. Yeah. You didn't even get the name right. So, you know, take a pause. Only a little late. Hope everyone is well, says James. 5 gifted membership fine for being late. Every time people admit they're late, I tell you it's a 5 gifted fine. Stop telling me you're late. It's really simple. No one ever say you're late and I don't say 5 gifted fine. It's really easy. 72% to the super chat total goal. You're making me work for it tonight, chat. I thought this has been a really cool, funny, entertaining stream tonight.
Do you know, Stu is just full of compliments today.
Apparently, when I sit here and I talk loads, they stop talking back.
Loving the loose cam. I like what she has done with her hair. Thank you. It took me forever.
To get out of bed?
To scoop this up.
You've got to help me make me beautiful tomorrow.
Oh my god, yes, fine. Jesus.
First impressions.
I don't pay Thanes money for you to be getting your knob out on stream. That's only Thanes content.
Fair, yeah, fair. I'll allow it. It's that's not how you spell the name. It's the wrong name. I'm just saying. Poor old Drew, by the way, still sat there exclamation mark sniping me all night. All night. Exclamation mark snipe me. At this rate, you can just pay for it yourself, Drew. It's £5. Come on. No one is ever late. They're only ever early for the next stream. A wizard is never late. He arrives precisely when he means.
Is that from Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was Harry Potter. But...
Wow. That's grounds.
That's grounds right there.
That's grounds, chat.
Demo
Demo exclamation mark badges. We won't be vagging on Sunday, team. I know I said I'd be vagging on Sunday, and I might be Twitch streaming on Sunday. We might vag tomorrow for a bit, actually. Maybe. Depends how I feel when I get up in the morning. Probably not. But we won't be doing it on Sunday because I'm out being a VIP. Being a VIP. Being a Vipple. Big Bad Peter Game, thank you for the gifted.
Are you going to feel okay when it turns out many other fanboys are also VIPs and that you're not special?
There was 2 tickets being given away.
Yeah, well, then it's just one other person to batter, isn't it? Punch him like a horse.
Well, I'm going to work out who he is before we even get in. It's
really?
London. It's London, right? So when I work out who the other VIP is before we get in, it's London. I'll just give him a little stabbing because that's normal. It's accepted there.
Why have you got to work out who the other VIP is?
So I can give him a stabbing, and then he won't turn up. They'll be like, "Where's Kevin?" Who knows? Who knows?
You should say things like, "If it was me, I would never just not turn up. How rude."
Fun fact, chat. When I entered the giveaway originally, it said, "Enter the giveaway. There's a chance to win 2 VIP tickets." Right? That's what the giveaway said.
Oh, okay.
And then I got the email through, and the first thing I thought, like I said, scam. Oh, scam, not scam. Put it down. Picked it up again. Was like,
this has been the best time I've had while painting tiny plastic barrels in a while.
Thank you so much, thanks, Skippy, for the 631, what an odd number. Up to 77% chat, you're nearly there, right? 23% to go. So I looked at it again, checked the email address, checked the account. I was like, oh, actually, no, I think this is genuine. I think I have, in fact, won the ticket. The first thing I did at that point was screenshot the email and I started messaging Joe immediately. And I was like, Joe, answer me, Joe, something exciting's happened. Joe, I've never won anything before, you can tell. Joe. And then I was waiting for him to respond so I can go, I've won 2 VIP tickets to this gaming event because he's also some of Joe's favourite YouTubers. Does you want to come with me? And I'm glad he didn't respond.
Did you have to delete all the Joe?
No, I left that on. So I said to Lise, he could just be excited for me. So I said to Lise, I'm going to ask Joe if he wants to come with me. I'm very excited, blah, blah. And she was like, oh, that's amazing. And I didn't know it was this Sunday. It'd be too short for him anyway. So and then I read the email again. I was like, oh, I've won a ticket. I've won one of the 2 tickets.
Yeah, the wording is.
So I was like, I'm very glad I didn't say to Joe, hey, do you want to come and meet these YouTubers on Sunday? Because that had been egg on his face. When he turns up and they're like, sorry, only Liam's on the list.
Oh, getting all the way there.
Oh, I wouldn't have told him till we got there. 631 because I can't pay in pounds. You're amazing. When you say give him a little stabbing, is that a butcher's joke? I don't know. I could barely afford the rent this month. Would love to contribute. Hopefully I can. James, don't be silly. That's not like, if that's the difference, if that's the question, there's no question. Okay? Don't you worry. We do, however, only have 9% to go and then a loose fact. Bit of struggle hitting the target for that tonight. But you people have been amazing, so thank you for hanging out. We love you dearly. Is the children awake still?
Yeah.
We're so responsible.
They did really well today, actually. We went to a soft play because it was pouring down this morning, and we happened to walk in on 1 birthday party, 2 inset days, another home ed group, and any other preschool stragglers because preschool had shut.
Yeah.
The busiest room we could ever have accidentally walked in on, and I thought,
it sounds like hell.
okay, I'm just going to text Liam and just say we might need a swing by.
If you could be available to come and get us, it would be appreciated.
And my friend, when she sat down, she went, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
But you don't know that till you turn up.
No, and it's usually a pretty good little soft play. There's no particular bells and whistles on it. It's just a nice little sort of bolt hole to have.
Yeah, because you can't pay in pounds. I'll allow it anyway. Thank you, thanks, Skippy, for the... What is it you pay in? Is it Australian dollars? Does it tell me? I don't know. Ron, it says Ron there for his. Has the other one gone already? Yeah, it's just all the 20s that popped up. Right.
In a room full of pilots, how can you tell which one is an Apache pilot? You will not have to, they tell you.
That is in fact. That's true. Normally it's because they cut around in their flight suit, that's why. Fuck.
There was a commercial aisle for a pen that had a recorder, and the kid was tricking his teacher here that her skirt broke. I got parents to buy it and had to return it in a day because they realized the price.
Oh, I bet it was expensive.
I don't think I've ever bought anything off of an advert, or even convinced my folks to buy anything off of an advert.
I remember, do you remember like how jingly the adverts were? I miss how jingly.
My mum had a mild addiction problem.
Okay.
To the shopping channels when she found them.
To be fair, I totally get it. Again, night feeding Ben, when you're
Yeah.
that tired and you go, that's a genius idea.
Again,
I'm
right?
so sleep deprived. I think this can opener is the best thing I've ever seen.
Again, but also, again, when you haven't got a lot of money and they're going, you can buy this thing that you definitely don't need, but we're going to make it sound like you want it. And, you know, it was £100, we're going to sell it for £10. £10. The first, have you seen these programs, the old ones that used to exist on, for the first 100, it's only £10. You've only got half an hour. Half an hour, it's like fucking like an auction.
Yeah.
Do you remember them fuckers?
Yeah.
Phone up now to secure yours for £10, only for half an hour, then they're gone. When they're gone, they're gone. Like,
Why are you
Jesus
shouting at me?
Christ. I don't need a big steam iron.
Oh, I get it though. I completely, because it's all like the whole, they get you hyped up and then you have to have this thing.
Yeah, I fucking hated those things. And the amount of times, like, you could see Mum as well, bless her. You could see her looking at some of these things, and you could see her going, I need those. You don't need 5 oversized white photo frames, Mum. You don't need them. We don't have no need for those. Oh, no. We haven't got photos for them.
Yeah.
We don't need the frames.
All the sides are covered up with letters.
But she's the same fucking woman who would go to Tesco's and then she'd come back and be like, why have you got 2 giant packets of suet? Oh, buy one, get one free. I was like, right, would you normally buy one? No.
Time to take the wife to dinner. Looking forward to the booby prize. Lol, thanks for streaming.
Thank you so much for the 5 war child. That means we're 5% away, chat. 5% away. Can one of the 190, can all of the 190, can one of the 190 of you super chat £5 right at the end here? And if all 190 of you do super chat £5 right at the end here, we would in fact probably have to sit here for another 20 minutes whilst Amy reads them all out. But yeah, she was one. I've got. I bought a 2-for-1 for I don't know, Worcester sauce. Like, no one in the house eats Worcester sauce, Mum. Why have you got 2-for-1? An offer, wasn't it? It's an offer. It's it's a bargain. Not if we would never have eaten it in the first place. That's not a bargain.
I feel like this is where chicken in a can came from.
Possibly.
I honestly was like, you're lying. No, I've got it. No, a whole chicken cannot fit in a can. Yes, it can. And out comes. It was tall. It was probably, you know, when you get your 1.5 litre cordial bottles, like your squash, it was probably a little bit shorter than that. I've never seen a can that big, like tall, and a whole chicken fit in there.
But it's like when you go to supermarkets and they have 2-for-1 offers on, or buy one get one free and stuff. I mean, buy one get one free is a bit different, right? Because it's literally a buy one get one free. If you're going to buy that product anyway, you might as well take the second one with you. You're literally getting one free. But like, if you don't normally buy that product, you don't normally buy the buy one get one free product, then why? It's not. You've still had to buy one to get the free one.
What's the record for the longest expiry date in the back of her pantry?
Oh,
I remember we all celebrated when someone broke the record.
She had fucking things in that pantry that were older than the World War vets loose. I feel like some of those things in that pantry, I feel like the house was built around them. That's how old they were. I feel like if you
I swear I heard 2007 for something.
That would have been considered relatively fresh. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm sure it was within the last few years that Dad had found something from like 1994. All right? It happens. It happens. That's my mother. That's, you know, because we didn't have a lot of money back then. She was always like, I want to make sure I can always provide.
She has been one of my inspirations for learning to cook properly, because calling her up and going, I don't, this is about to go off and I don't want to throw it away, and she'd knock out like 6 recipes. You could do this, you could do that. She is an encyclopedia of recipes, so I totally get why the pantry has got to where it's got to. I feel like tying a piece of string around your dad's waist and going, right, Trevor, in you go.
Oh
We're
my
all
God.
going to pull you out.
You'd have to rescue miners if you went into that fucking pantry. Someone's asked a question, Luce, and I've not realised what's going on here.
Okay.
Right.
£5.
Thank you so much, Liam and Russ. Wednesday is Valentine's Day.
Right. Yes.
So we're supposed to stream.
Sure, here you go.
Thank you, Ed. You're a legend. I love you.
Right.
I don't really want to miss another show.
£5 or almost.
Thank you so much, Adrian. You're a legend. It was actually 5 as well, by the way. What a hero.
If you want to work on Valentine's Day, that's up to you.
But I can't afford to miss another stream.
If you want to work on Valentine's Day,
£5-ish.
Thank you, Stephen.
that's up to you.
I thought this is a trap. What if we moved our Valentine's Day to a different day?
If you need to do that, that's up to you.
You heard it here. You all heard it here. I think YouTube ate my super chat, says Morty Hammer. I don't have anything in front of me for it, so just make sure if it ate your super chat, make sure it refunds you, all right? When we cleared my hubby's late grandmother's house, there were beers that didn't even have a date on, and the contents had become solid.
Oh, God.
What the fuck? Crap! Yeah, it is chat. But you heard her, right? You heard what she said. If I want to do it, it's fine.
If you need to
She said,
do that.
if I want to do it, it's fine. There's no repercussions. That's what I heard. You may not be able to afford to miss another stream, but can you afford to miss Valentine's Day? Well, I mean, to be fair, Hazar, if she leaves me, life's a lot cheaper. So.
And quieter.
And quieter, yeah. Exactly. We can do it on Saturday. Fine.
If you need to.
Liam. I can't take the night off, chat. I had 3 streams off. We're already poor this month, and this was after January. Right, that's all right, Luce. I'll take the night off, and I just won't pay the rent. We can enjoy Valentine's night under the stars.
With the strength of our love,
we literally won't
need-
have a fucking roof.
We don't need a roof and hot water and beds and shelter from the rainy season with the love we have.
Christopher Sanford says, I think Luce would prefer to spend Valentine's Day with us, though. Still can't get YouTube to let me pay for chats or subs, says Garty. Really? What's going on? Maybe raise a ticket with them or something? I don't know. If it's an actual problem you're having across multiple channels and stuff. Do the show earlier.
My question is, why are you all available?
It's just a Hallmark holiday anyway.
Exactly, Tony.
Why are you all available for Valentine's Day? That's the question.
Because we are the love of their lives.
Oh, stop it.
That's why.
Are you ready for my fact?
He doesn't want to, says Jorfin. He's being financially responsible.
If you need to be responsible.
I'm going to try and do your fact, but she's going to talk over you potentially.
I'll do it quickly.
So it is 3 minutes past 11, so it is time for loose fact.
A newborn baby cries on average for 113 minutes a day.
Flat lies is more than that.
Liam, you're in danger.
Flat li-
I'm in danger.
My soundboard had a purpose. It worked. Yay! It's definitely more than that.
Here is so you can avoid the trap.
Thank you, Pete. You're a legend. If you listen to Next Door's Baby, then I would suggest that actually it doesn't cry for 113 minutes a day.
That's there, baby.
It's not up to you.
Thank you, Biblical Nibble. For the record, I'm happily divorced. My missus is a member here too. We'll watch it together, says Jaco.
If you need to do that, that's up to you.
We're available because we play Warhammer. False. We need to nerd nap you, Liam, 100%. It's 24 hours. She can give you 3 to stream. Yeah, exactly. My it's 1.5 anyway on a Wednesday, but if I can't love her all year, she doesn't want it in one day only. Kids and no nanny after hours. My little daughter hardly cried at all, nearly 4 months now. Actually, ours they didn't cry a lot, did they, to be fair?
No, I think...
Mind you, it was hard to hear it with the door shut and we were downstairs.
Shut up. Ours were fairly run-of-the-mill, actually.
Yeah.
I think once you're out of the babyhood bit and you can look back, then you realise either how grueling it was or how lucky you were. But I think when you're in it, because you're so tired.
Thing is as well, 113 minutes doesn't sound like a lot, but when you then put that into the context of it's 2 hours consistent. Now, no baby cries for 2 hours consistently, but apart from Joe when he's on Chat Plays last night.
It's a baby's crying is difficult to listen to.
Yeah.
Because it's designed to annoy you.
So if you think about when a baby actually starts crying, how long is it crying for before you do something to solve its problem? Whether that be change it, feed it, put it down.
It's not only how long has it been crying for you to solve the problem, it's are you still in the phase of figuring out what the cries are? So
but
how
even
many
then, what I'm
minutes
saying
have you been
is,
trying to figure it out as
like,
well?
how long does a baby actually cry for before you figured it out? 10, 15 minutes maximum. That's a long old cry as well.
The longest time, I think it was Ben. We actually had friends over for dinner who ended up leaving because Ben was crying because he had colic.
Yeah.
And we were like, I'm really sorry, he's not going to stop crying
but
at
like,
the time of night.
But when it has colic, that's like above average anyway, right?
Yeah.
And you accept the fact that's above average. So like, if like 5 to 10 minutes of solid crying from a baby is a long fucking time in the grand scheme of things. So if you think about it, to do 113, which is essentially 120 minutes, they have to do that, 12 times in a day? That's a lot of crying, actually. So I suggest, actually now I'm kind of thinking maybe that isn't quite enough. Like, that's too much, if you know what I mean.
I think, I don't know, I can't really remember. I remember Ben's colic. That was really difficult because it would get to a certain time every night that he'd start crying, and he'd cry for a while, and we just used to take it in turns holding him and then tag the other one in so we could go and scream into a pillow because we'd been listening to a crying baby for half an hour apiece. James had crying. Do you remember when he had prickly heat, nappy rash, colic, and acid reflux?
All at once.
Oh my Christ.
Yeah.
And we walked up and down
and we were like,
a
we should probably
dual
start feeding
carriageway
him.
because it was a summer and the
Oh,
temperature
you were in
got cool
Coventry.
enough.
You were in a
It
hotel.
was awful. So we weren't around your home comforts and oh God.
Show how you love her every day, rather than just one day a year.
I tell her I love her every day, and she tells me one day a year.
It means more if I say it less.
No. But I do also love all you, chat. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight on this fine Friday. I don't feel that wasn't a great fact, that one. I thought it was just an easy, yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, why not? Innit? But it does mean we can get ourselves to bed. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you to everybody who gifted, you incredible people, especially Big John with his 40 again, Joseph with his 20. You people are amazing. Thank you for all the super chats. I was looking at this going, this is going to be a bad night. And then at the end of it, we've hit 150% of the total. So you people have smashed it out of the park. Thank you so much. You guys are incredible. Little to no streaming this weekend, I'm afraid, because I'm going to be a VIP loose.
You're going to be a bit.
Yeah. So I'm going to piss off to London on Sunday to go and hang out with the cool kids.
Enjoy that chat.
That's the thing. So Monday, I'll be back with Twitch at some point, maybe in the day and the evening, because I won't be doing any on Sunday now. I've got some more Deathwing Terminators to build. I've got the Lion to build. I bought a Rogel Dawn home to build. I'm just enjoying the hobby right now, right? So that'll be back on Monday. Tuesday, we'll have another live game. We've got Mr. the James down from Siege with his catechins, and he was like, going to give you a warning. I don't know how to play, really. And I was like, neither does Brom, and he's on stream, so he'll be fine. So he's going to come down on Tuesday, and then the normal content continues, all right? So, you people are amazing. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on this fine Friday evening. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. If you're not working, I hope you actually get to chill out. I hope you get to do some hobbying. I hope you get to relax a little bit, play some games, etc. Just enjoy it. The weekend in the UK, down south at least, there's supposed to be not quite so much rain this weekend, and then it's supposed to piss it down all next week. So if you get a chance to get outside, touch some grass, get some fresh air, do it. Otherwise, we'll see you back on this channel on Tuesday. Anything we'll say before we go?
Nope.
Cool. You people are beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. She's got to get in, look. Got to get on the stream right at the end. Fucking fan favourite she was yesterday. Thank you, Stephen, for the gifted membership. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.